The saying says, never say never. I want to use this unique opportunity to congratulate my very great brother and friend, Barrister Tunde Awogbade, who became a year older yesterday, Saturday, 15th August 2026. Barrister Tunde Awogbade, a very deep friend of mine, big friend of mine, straight friend of mine, cool friend of mine, intimate friend of mine. I will recall I met about 1989 when I just finished my service at Kwara and I was in Lagos. I had started doing hustlings, registered a company, to do trading, West African sub-regional trading at that time, bringing in cufflink sets, bringing in men's materials from Cotonou. So at that time, Barrister Tunde Awogbade was working as a lawyer under Filani and Co. at Market Street, 14 Market Street, Lagos Island. I had met him through another friend, Tunde Dare, aka Durango. So of course, and most of the things I brought from Cotonou then I had to be selling. So I was selling them to banks, insurance companies, all on Lagos Island. At that time, the center of activity where most offices were was Marina / Broad Street, before the emergence of places like Victoria Island, its extension, Lekki and all the rest. So I was always coming around to and had Barrister Tunde Awogbade's office as a base. In fact, we were always a number of guys. He was working with Fulani Chambers. He was so so magnanimous. His magnanimous was unequaled, that he allowed all of us to use the place as a passing point. An office in Lagos. So we sat down there. Everybody all of us, we sat down together there during the day. At the end of work, we went places, we ate, we drank, we played together. Tunde Awogbade did us that at that time as a friend. Was friend to so many of us. So that was how I met him. And since then, we became very close. Anywhere I was in Lagos, he also came around. We met together, I will always refer to him as Baba Gujiri. And he will always tell me, Stikoko, that's what he would call me. So we did all those things young boys did together at that time, We had a lot of time together, And of course, our friendship continued to blossom. Anytime when he left the office at Lagos Island, he moved to Ikeja, Obafemi Awolowo House. The same thing. Guys were always around. Everybody, was a jolly good fellow. And then from there, he moved again to Baptist Street in Ikeja. The same thing. Boys will always meet there. But one thing that I remember very well, a great deed, a great thing he did for me that I will never forget in my life, was when one overzealous landlord I had on a property I was occupying at Ijushaga wanted to make a mess out of me, for no reason, just hated my personality for no reason, and wanted to get me out of the place I just rented, I paid for, And I told my friend, this is what happened. Am I going to get a lawyer now too? He said, why would you need a lawyer when I'm here? Am I not your friend? So he sat me down in his office at Obafemi Awolowo House. Said, Sticky, give me the details of whatever happened, and let's see how we will approach it. That was how I gave him all the details of what happened. You know what he told me? He said, Sticky, Lojo Kware, don't worry yourself. They don't have a case. You haven't even gone. They want to take you to court. They haven't even taken you to court. You have already won them by all these things you have told me. Except you are not telling me the truth. I said, I'm telling you the truth. He said I should not worry, that they are the ones that will lose in the court. Verily, verily, they took me to court because the place I was staying there fell into the area of Ogun State. So the court was not in Lagos. The court was at Songwater. What's it called? So Barrister Tunde Awogbade, my great friend, followed me 3 times to Ota. We went to court 3 times. Bad road, everything, you know. And I was even thinking that, well, at the end of the day, maybe my friend will say, I will say, okay, I want to give my friend something that he will, at least a sort of gratification. He followed me severally to that court. We did everything that we needed to do. He stood for me and he won gallantly. And I spent an extra year in that same apartment. In fact, the magistrate that delivered the judgment congratulated me. After delivering judgment in my favor, he said, "Congratulations, Mr. Ojomo. Go and stay there till you like." They have to beg you, and so they have to beg me before I left. This Tunde Awogbade did for me. I can't start saying a lot of things. The truth is that I'm not even the only one. Tunde Awogbade has done so much for so many friends, even including some of them who did not appreciate his efforts. We know some of the friends that he had who did not appreciate some of the things that he did for them. But I thank God that because of where I was born and who I was born by, I was born to be able to be appreciative of people. And that is one of the reasons I'm doing this video, to encourage him to keep on in the good nature that he has. He's not a millionaire. He's a struggling guy. He has represented so many people without collecting kobo. Once you are his friend, you have any legal matter, he comes into it big time. He sorts it without asking you for coin, and he hasn't become a millionaire yet. So when somebody is good, let's say that is good. Tunde Awogbade is a jolly good fellow, a great guy, a honorable person, you know, without blemishes. I can say that. I can beat my chest and say that. All this said, all I can just say, I did this video. All I can just say now, although I should have done this since yesterday, but it's never too late to do that. It is my prayer that Barrister Tunde Awogbade, my bosom friend, my great brother and friend, from now on continues to live accordingly in all goodies. Prosperity will be his portion. Good health is portion. Wellness is portion. Everything that is good about life remains his portion. And at the end of the day, after several years of sojourn on earth, he still makes heaven to meet his Messiah. And he has a nice place in the God's abode after several years of actively living in this world without stress, without illness, without any bad incidences. So, Barrister Tunde Awogbade, I wish you the best today and always, and also forever. God bless you abundantly. Have a blessed day again today. God bless you. Bye now.